Do you often feel confused, guilty, or constantly on edge in a relationship, yet can't pinpoint why? Like your emotions are being played with, but you can't quite see the strings? This unsettling feeling is often the result of emotional manipulation, a subtle, insidious tactic where someone subtly twists your perceptions and emotions to control your actions for their gain. It leaves you drained and doubting yourself. But here's the truth. Once you recognize these hidden tactics, you gain the power to protect your peace. To safeguard your well-being, it's crucial to identify these deceptive behaviors. Here are three key tactics emotional manipulators frequently use and how you can unmask them. Let's dive into the first and perhaps most insidious tactic, gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone deliberately makes you question your memory, perception, or sanity. They might deny events ever happened, contradict something they clearly said, or tell you that you're making things up or being too sensitive. They're attempting to dismantle your reality, making you dependent on their twisted version of events. The impact is profound. You start doubting your judgment, constantly second-guessing yourself, and feeling confused and isolated. It's a psychological slow burn that erodes your self-trust. You'll spot gaslighting when someone consistently denies things you know to be true, trivializes your feelings by saying, "You're overreacting," or tries to rewrite history. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Your intuition is a powerful tool against this deception. Next up is guilt tripping, a tactic designed to make you feel solely responsible for someone else's feelings or problems. Manipulators using this tactic will lay their burdens on you, implying that if you truly cared, you'd act a certain way. They might say things like, "After everything I've done for you, you won't even help me with this," or make you feel bad for having your own needs or boundaries. This tactic leaves you feeling obligated, burdened, and constantly worried about upsetting the manipulator. You might find yourself doing things you don't want to do just to avoid feeling guilty. Spot it when conversations constantly circle back to how you're failing them or how much they've sacrificed. Remember, you are not responsible for another person's happiness or reactions. Our third common tactic is playing the victim, also known as the pity ploy. Here, the manipulator consistently presents themselves as helpless, suffering, or a victim of circumstances, even if they're responsible for their troubles. They use this to gain your sympathy, avoid responsibility, and manipulate you into doing things for them or excusing their bad behavior. You'll feel intense pity, an overwhelming desire to help, and often guilt if you don't comply. This can be incredibly draining as you're perpetually trying to fix their endless stream of misfortunes. Recognize this when someone always has a sob story, never takes accountability, and seems to thrive on being seen as the unfortunate one. They'll resist genuine solutions, preferring to stay in their victim role. Recognizing these tactics is the first, most powerful step towards protecting yourself from emotional manipulation. Trust your intuition, set clear boundaries, and remember your emotional well-being is paramount. You deserve relationships built on respect, honesty, and genuine connection, not subtle control and emotional games. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a mental detox today.